For those that have half the time, you're gonna need a cast that's twice as fast. You're gonna need A's Fastocast. A's Fastocast is very nice. No, we won't go that far. Welcome to the 8th episode of the Fastocast, and you, dear sir, are going, wait for it, twice as fast as we're in the south with Scoped. This guy has the scope for destruction. His mouse may have died a few times, but hopefully it doesn't do it at the moment. Some traditional steel barricade on the Malum Strat Boulevard. Hopefully not Licky Face, Concern Face, says Deco in the north as the United States. So this is OKW versus United States on the disgusting, reworked, smelly, very, very disgusting Angoville. We don't like this rework. Go away. I only don't like it because this, I don't know if it's better or not. It may be slightly better. I don't think it's that much better. But, of course, Angoville was the very first map ever designed for Company of Heroes. It was actually the beta map for Company of Heroes 1, designed by Quinn Duffy himself. Etc. Good early game capping, but Scoped is going to cower behind these sandbags, and this is what the Yankee Doodles do with somebody that does that. And it's not dandy. Here comes the first great idea to exploit the gap, though. And straight up to take the cutoff. Good work by Scoped. This game's beer of choice is apparently Cambrian Gold. A deep golden and fruity ale. I'm not convinced. It seems okay. Rear echelons with the penile projection razor wire laid by the rear echelons earlier on. Just stops them entering that gap. They're going to have to go down the negative cover. Not a bad idea in all honesty. Folks, Grenadiers. Oh, could take advantage. Could have actually punished them there. Meanwhile, these first Grenadiers getting spit roasted on the sandbags and forced away with 2 kills to their name. Their brothers couldn't quite get into the picture in time. Build order-wise, we now have the Lieutenant with its prerequisite 50 cal almost. He's gone over here to try and capture this point. Oh, that's better. Actually sitting properly now. Stern Pioneers get up close and personal. The 50 cal awaits. Meanwhile, we've got a grenade throw, and it is, of course, the incendiary grenade. But it doesn't matter because the folks' grenadiers are forced away. Scoped has managed to get up and take the cutoff yet again. Good fuel denial by the Turkmenistanian. That's right, Scoped is from Turkmenistan. Well, he might not be, but to be honest, the chances aren't astronomically large, are they? He could be, is what I'm saying. He could be. Got an upgrade there. Looks like got bars and bazookas available, should he want them. Lieutenant getting out of dodge, just harassed the fuel point. Meanwhile, in the west, ooh, God. Looking low on health, but they've got brethren to help them out and force them away. And here comes the 251/17 half-track. Watching over the Stern Pioneers as they retreat. Stern Gewehr Foch Grenadier are going to cut down the angle, but no, they see the 50 cal setting up, but they can't get outside of its cone of fire, and they're punished as a result. 251 repositioning. A little bit worried at the moment. Doesn't know what his opponent has. He hasn't seen any form of AT, but doesn't know what's lurking in the fog of war, perhaps. Of course, the lieutenant structure. The platoon command post. When upgraded, does have access to the Stuart, and that's what he might be thinking of. There you go. He's building the little light tank that could. And that's why the flak half track is a little bit cautious. Very surprised then that he's gone for the ISG rather than a Rakettenwerfer, but we'll have to wait to see if it's a successful gambit for an indirect fire option. Oh, that's dangerous for the Stern Pioneers. Not the best retreat path past the thicket. First Grenadiers doing a good job. Note that Scoped has spent most of his munitions on STGs, so there's no mines or anything. This is Stuart has free reign through the centre. Despite Scope's superior capping in the early game. Rangers now out, getting straight in with those Thompsons. It's a decent choice if I've ever seen one. First Grenadiers. Ooh, are they trying to do too much there? Yes, they are. They do make it behind green cover, but it might not matter. Let's check out the Eastern Engagement. Rakettenwerfer has now been built and gets an early shot in. That's a lucky early shot, in my opinion. Mind you, the flak-off track's very safe. Scoped heard it coming from a mile away. Look at the ISG, by the way. It's got itself a nice protective covering. Rangers do manage to make it deep within Scoped territory. Flak-off track fires where the beautiful Roman wall used to be. And here comes a cohesive tactical battle group. The HTG in full operation as the Stuart watches on in horror. Like somebody from a Hammer horror film from the 1960s. That was a corny, like, British B film. The Blob was a film I believe they made. Possibly. Something like that. ISG. Destroying this ambient house. Those heinous bastards. Those devils. Just checking I am actually recording. Can I just say, I have genuinely recorded games before where I've actually not hit record. Where I was like recording by accident the preamble of loading up the game, and then as soon as the game loaded I stopped recording and then cast for 50 minutes. These things have happened to me. That's true. That's why sometimes I'll look down at OBS in horror. Nice mine there. Ooh, gets detected as the 50 cal suppresses. Major is out to give his opponent a major seeing to. Got a nice little painted blue horse on the tank there. It's probably in no way historically accurate. I refuse to believe it. Almost like when they say T-Rexes had feathered. I mean, they may say that, but they're probably wrong. Ooh, some decent harassment there from the Rangers, now with 6 kills and counting. Ooh, Stuart's coming in for the killing blows. Will it get it? Is it going to get greedy, perhaps? Smoke bombs have been popped. Rakettenwerfers miss. Stuart doesn't get the killing blow. That could have been very dangerous indeed, but there's the shoe mine. And that's the danger. You leave the centre unoccupied and you'll get mined. Deco does have a decent amount of the map now, but that's only recently. Rangers still doing the damage. Ober's now building, possibly as a direct counter. M5 mines are built deep within enemy position there. It's going to come in handy. Should it not be swept. Somebody's getting chewed up. It's the Obersoldaten chewing up those rear echelons. Rakettenwerfer's survey. Major's got a bit of major sprinting to do. Here comes the boys forcing away those Fastocast Grenadiers. What do we have in the build? That's a Sherman, I believe, a vanilla Sherman. Looks like the LMG and the bundle lane, all kind of things trying to take out that fuel cache. Rakettenwerfer's wait in the centre. Meanwhile, I can hear the Thompsons haven't uncovered them, actually. No, they've uncovered one, but he's keeping one in the fire. That's good play by Scoped, I must say. Nice decision making. Blue bottle horse Sherman's on the field. Pintle mount on the way. Meanwhile, the flak can't see that rifle. Now he can with the Focus Grenadier's aid. Couldn't quite show that in the scope of things. Kettenwerfer just on a reconnaissance mission. Oh, game stalled for a second there. Oh, nice kill there. Rangers and Sherman combo. Hits a mine. That's his own mine, so doesn't hit it or just rolls over it. Sherman going deep within enemy lines. Might go for these Obers now. Obers, of course, a classic target for any vehicle because they don't have any light anti-tank. Rangers suffering under duress. Meanwhile, the flak's repositioned to the east side. Surely the stun pioneers are going to come to repair. Yes, they do. Forced away by the rifles. Major watches on as his troops do him proud. Not a bad little game, this. Thanks for Scope for the upload. He uploaded it to the Request to Caster section of kotu.org. Can actually work sometimes, that. Panzer Fear's out now. A beautiful camouflage pattern. Shoe mine wasn't finished. I'm sure it'll be cancelled in time. Don't look at it, because then it won't cancel. Now it's gone. Oh no, it's still there. Panzer IV just surveys the battlefield, allows the first grenadiers to get deep within enemy territories. ISG's back at it, trying to destroy the ambient building. Rakettenwerfer's on the march. One cloaked, one not. Sherman's surely the target. Can he get line of sight? Oh, he can with the first grenadiers. That's a nice gambit there. Couldn't quite get the angle, though, unfortunately. Scopes, of course, didn't know the Sherman was precisely there, perhaps. Oh, there you go. Certainly does now, but he may lose the Rakettenwerfer crew. Yes, he does. Rangers... What is he thinking with those Rangers? First big mistake of the game for Deco. He loses veteran Rangers. And Scopes disgustingly says TY. What a horrendous bastard. We do have the Jackson on the way from Deco. So I say big thanks to Deco for uploading this replay. I may have said scoped earlier, but that might have been a decoy. Full suspense, everybody. Full suspense mode engaged. Replay was titled Greatest Comeback in Company Heroes History, so we'll have to wait and see if that's the case. Obers from the house survey their prey. Focus Grenadiers with Veterancy 4 are just acting as a decoy for the Rakettenwerfer, who disgustingly attacks the 50 cal. That is a horrendous display of lack of sportsmanship, and kills one of them! And runs away like cheeky little sods. Get away quickly! Here come the rifles. This mine has somehow gone undetonated for a long time. Jackson does nothing! Rifleman in the picture. Oh, nice incendiary grenade, but it don't matter because the riflemen are on the march. We have had a loss somewhere, though. Could it have been over here, perhaps? We'll tell you what, there might be another loss coming over here, but here comes the Jackson. He's gunning for the Panzer IV. He may get it. We have just had another loss for the US somewhere. Another rifle squad possibly went down. Oh, couldn't get the kill yet again. Sherman comes in to help out as well. Jackson may get Fausted. Couldn't get the pocket rocket out in time. Stern Pioneers all this time were planting mines deep inside enemy territories. Ooh, Sherman nearly hit the shoe mine. Finally goes to work on the ISG. That's been acting unopposed for so long. Double Faust. One, of course, detonates. And here comes the Panzer IV. Blitzkrieg mode, otherwise known as Combat Blitz for the OKW, engaged. Jackson comes to save the day, perhaps. Panzer IV reverses away, trying to get behind the shot blocker. Oh, out of control he goes. As a rifleman bites the dust, Deco's infantry preservation has been non-existent. You never see Deco from the Portuguese days of old have this bad ball control, or indeed possession, in the centre of midfield. But we are seeing Deco have lack of preservation in the Company of Heroes battlefield. Oh, the Panther command tank is out, but it went straight into enemy combat. What the hell? Got taken out immediately, thanks to fantastic Jackson work. It was clear he thought he was safe there. He had the Raketenwerfers, both of which have been stolen. I don't remember seeing that. Fuck, I missed that. Fair enough, that's really cool. He stole the Raketenwerfers, took out the Panther. Nice work. There we go, the flak off track finally goes down. Sherman fully engaged. So Scoped has had 2 big losses recently there. Looks like Deco's on somewhat of the comeback trail, as we see lack of ability to keep tanks alive and rueful gambles going woefully wrong. Nice double Raketenwerfer steal. I must admit I'm a poor caster for not having caught that on camera. There's been a lot going on in this game. It certainly is livened up exponentially so. Good work there. Schwer nearly took out the Sherman through its rear armor. Vet 350 cal, keeping the US dream alive. Here comes the Faust to finish the job off on the Sherman. There it goes. Magazine detonates inside it. Oh god, another Ranger squad to go down, possibly to the Veterancy 5 First Grenadier. Will he go down? No, the 50 cal saves his life. Oh, nice flank by the Obers to take out the Rangers for sure. There you go, headshotted in the back of the head. Somehow that shoe mine has not been detonated, by the way. Raketenwerfer pushed away. ISG still not recrewed. Fresh Ranger squad on the battlefield. Not the best preservation from Deco, as his victory points bleed away like a pig on a hook. Hasn't seen better days, that's for certain. 27 and dropping. This replay's all but over, as AE contemplates how to play the outro. Victory points tick down to 0. And he decrews in a desperation move. You don't see that every day. Bizarre decision making as he gifts a Jackson in his dying moments. GG says Scoped. Some spam. M8 concerned face says Deco. And there you go. For those that have half the time, still wanna watch a cast, you're gonna need a cast that's twice as fast. You need Ace Fastocast. It's been Ace Fastocast. maybe hit the notes, maybe didn't. Who knows? We'll have to listen to it later. Thanks for watching, dudes. Bye-bye.